Domestic violence awareness.
Shenanigans to cover. Not only do we have fake unaliving, I'll have my guest badass about to join, but there's other things I need to catch you up with. It has been, and Matt, you know, I to the fangirls, I told you a long time ago, there would come to a point where you're going to be pushed into a corner, and this was going to get hard to defend. People, we have fake unaliving, and it's getting out of control. Now, for what it's worth, with all the fake unaliving going on, I wanted to say something and make this very clear. The only one that should be doing any fake aliving should be White Boy, because somebody sent me this picture of this fangirl, this red dress here, and if anyone's going to be fake unaliving, it should be me. I had to endure opening up a DM and looking at that at 5 a.m. Do you know how hurtful it is to wake up at 5 a.m. and you have this image to look at? This, you know. So if anyone's going to be fake unaliving, it's me. Now, we have a lot to cover here, people. I want to pick up where we started real fast. The last live I spoke about fangirls. Not that moron, but the Italian simp. She posted this photo where she's on the motorcycle backwards and all this weird shit. If you could look at the photo. What?
People say that your volume is low.
The volume?
The volume.
It's low? I don't know. I could talk into it. Is it still low? However, the Italian simp did this weird photograph where she's on a motorcycle. This little tiny scooter. It was like a tricycle. But the fangirls always demolish and roast themselves. Now, with the Italian simp, I want to pick up from last live. She said, like, you know, you wish you had a girl like this, and she's like, you know, riding the motorcycle backwards, that stank bar fly. Well, this is my wife on a big boy motorcycle, Italian simp. Here's what a real motorcycle looks like. But it gets better than that, people. This moron, Italian simp, I told you fangirls to stop it. Stop it right now.
That's my baby right
Just
there.
stop it right now. Stop it. But you keep doing what you do. And we have to expose this, people. This lady. Now I wish I could show you the tweet, but she dirty deleted it. Because the Italian simp, after I posted after I posted Noelle on a real motorcycle, she came up with a massive plot that I was hacking her. And
It's such a bullshit fucking thing. Any moron can figure that out.
And guess what she wanted to do? She wanted to sue. Who's sue happy? The Italian simp is. People, as you can look at the screen real fast, the Italian simp came up that I hacked. And here's the evidence. Lady. Here, oh, actually we have the tweet. It says here's an example that white boy hacked my account. See my name at the bottom. Lady, this is called a new feature that YouTube has rolled out, where you could message somebody.
If you accept it, lets you private message on YouTube, you stupid fucking idiot.
I didn't hack you. You played around with the features on your phone and figured out that there's a new one. And you claim that I hacked you. Now, people, I'm so glad that screenshot exists because I have the tweet, and guess who dirty deleted it? But these are the moron fangirls. And why do I start off with that? Because a few days ago we heard that Larry,
You fake news.
unalived himself. And this was horse shit from the very start. I doubted this. And I kind of feel some type of way, and I'm gonna vent real fast. I was mad because the other day I see everybody attacking Hella because the mannequin. Side note. Speaking of unaliving, we have butt sex. We have a butt sex update. This is facts. This is court documented. The mannequin the mannequin, claims that him and Perez Hilton had a lot of butt sex. A lot of butt sex. And there was a whole lawsuit involved. What you may not know.
Serious?
Dead serious. No. Butt sex for dead serious with butt sex. What you may not know. The YouTube streets texted me this the other day. The mannequin was live covering Perez Hilton with, that situation and people. In the live, the mannequin said somewhat something like this. If I ever go out, it would be something like this. I'm paraphrasing, but it was said. The YouTube streets texted me this. Now that's very interesting. It's very interesting that the Perez Hilton thing happened. The mannequin says that, and then we have a whole fake unaliving with Larry. But I already knew this was shenanigan, and I want to get this off my chest. I saw people attacking Hella, so I went in, and I started calling hospitals in Larry's location. If you see it circled, White Boy called it. Now I said this on Hella's Live. I get to the comments right after this, and then I don't know, maybe an hour after her live ended, I saw people. I got messaged the same thing. People were messaging me the same thing at the same time. It's almost like there was a discussion about it, and then people reached out to me. And these are people that I like. They're like, oh, you can't do that. You can't call hospitals. Listen, I don't know where you're from, but we're in true crime. If anybody is missing in your family, the first two things that you should do is call the jail and the hospital. You can absolutely, wherever you're from, call any jail in the USA and see if somebody's there. And you could absolutely call any hospital in the USA, ask patient's name and what room number they're in, and they will tell you. Now, that's all I said. That's all. I said I called hospitals. I did this for Hella. I don't know who's twisting my words. Well, actually, when I was on her panel, people in the comments were like, well, how could you do that? What do you mean? I've literally done it a million times. Way past this situation. But, I don't know. Maybe it's like a medical thing. Everybody's in the medical field and everybody knows everything. No, man. You can call the hospital. You can give somebody's name and you can ask what room number they're in. It's definitely something that you can do. Okay, and I suggest that if anyone's missing in your family, you remember that advice. But I had people asking, I don't know how it went from I called hospitals and to you can't call psych wards, and I never said that I called psych wards. I never said this, but this is something that I know way too much about. I've been through what Larry claimed to be fake. I've been there, done that. I've been there and done that. Not once, but a few times in deep addiction. And not only for myself, but with other many people. And I knew that this was shenanigans just by him retweeting, other people saying, oh, Larry said he's okay. That's all I needed. Fake.
Listen, you're fake news.
Fake news. I knew it was a scam. And then this morning or late last night, my days, Nerdy broke the receipts, exposed it. And then what happens? The mannequin doubles down and says, oh, People are manipulating Larry. Larry's a grown-ass man. A grown-ass man. Ain't nobody manipulating him. Y'all are busted big time. And it's pathetic. It is pathetic. And if you notice the thumbnail, I tried to make Jesus a little bit aggravated. For what it's worth, to my people who are spiritual and have faith, if you're going to go run around and say you're going to open a church, you need donations, and you're saving people and this and that, hey man, you just faked the ultimate sin. You faked the ultimate sin. Unaliving yourself, it's not too popular in the Bible. That's one of it's one of I want to say, I'm not anybody. I'm going to the comments right now. I believe it's the worst sin to take one's life. No bueno. But there's more than that. There's a whole lot. Let me go to some comments. But yeah, there was it's out of control, people. Let's hit the comments real fast. We'll throw that up there just for fuck's sakes. Cardinal sin. Thank you, Jen. That's exactly what I was looking for. Yes. Thank you. What's up, Cowboy? What's up, Trax? The drunk preacher. I have no listen, I have no sympathy, empathy. I don't feel sorry. None of it. These people are complete shitheads. Complete dirtbags. That is the and you know what's crazy? I opened up with dumb fangirls for a reason, because I'm looking at these tweets the mannequin's putting out, trying to desperately save face on this thing, and the comments. These are grown adults. These are grown adults, and they're just eating it up. At some point, you're like, is this even real? Like, is this even real? There's no way that is this even real? It's pathetic, people.
It's terribly sad to see, like, people are supposed to be grown adults acting like ignorant, like just children. They're fucking stupid.
Absolutely. Studio Taterville, thank you for becoming a member. Stop domestic abuse support. $3 donation. Alex Luke. I totally agree with you. Thank you. If you're still here, I know you left that earlier. I saw it earlier. Mama sent 10 jewels. Where's Nancy? From Mrs. Jen. Thank you. And Miss Wifey with the 10 jewels. If you've not subscribed to Wifey's channel, please do it. Wifey, please drop the link in the chat. Laughing Disco for Mrs. Nikki. What's up, Miss Nikki? Shelster. I don't know what squirrels require, so I'm hoping this is enough for some treats or toys. Thank you, Miss Shelster.
Aw, thank you.
The drunk preacher, fed up with dumb people. The worst is blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. Okay. I stand corrected. I don't know what the worst sin is. I do know that to unalive, to take your own whatever is up there. And I know that's said in the Bible. I'm not a person who knows the Bible like the back of my hand. I wish that I did. To be completely honest with you, I've always struggled reading and understanding the Bible. But I do know that that's in there. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I have no sympathy for them. This is absolutely one of the shittiest things ever. This is one of the shittiest things these people could have done. You know, there's nothing like I don't buy like. Thank you, Pink Post-it. It's completely a shit dirty. This was all done. Let's face it. Come on, people. Let's keep it real. We had the hot mic moment. You have Larry asking, hey, what's some hot topics? It's the end of the month. Need some views. We've all heard it. We know who he was talking about. And because we didn't hear the other person on the other line of the phone, but it went right to a political event, right? You when you watch Larry, he's always name dropping the mannequin. It's his best friend. He's always trying to tell people, hey, I know this guy. Hey, me, pick me. Always. This one was, it's crazy. We get vindicated yet again. I feel like it's 2020. And I feel like us, my chat specifically, I feel like the things that we've discussed amongst ourselves, the things that we know to be true, we don't have confirmation on it, but we know this. We're not, dumb. We talk about it and they come true. It reminds me of COVID, those days. It reminds me, and you all know what I'm talking about. There was a time from 2020 until present where all the conspiracies came true. They all came true. There's none left. I'm just waiting on lizard people. That's the only one I'm waiting on. I mean, technically, I think the mannequin, he might be one, but at the same time, this guy, he may have got blindsided, but it's not that he's blindsided. It's because he's opened himself as a grown man. He's presented himself to another individual to just go with the flow. The mannequin knew he can just do whatever he can throw this out there, and Larry would go for it. Larry's not gonna stand on 10 toes and be like, "Hey man, that shit ain't true." Nah, man, here I am. I'm okay. No, he's a coward. He's a coward. He was more worried about him getting caught in this lie than being truthful to his own subscribers, right? He's not going to straighten that dude. He's not going to go live and be like, "Hey man, look, this never happened." No way. No, abso-fucking-lutely not. I got no respect for this dude. None of them. None of them. None of them. But we all knew this. How many times and how many lives have we discussed this is a big use fest? They're all using each other. We just saw this shit play out in real time. In real time. And they know they've been busted. And the backpedal and the desperation to try to get ahead of this is crazy. What's comical is I believe Nerdy. Damn, did you hear that? That was lightning.
Yeah, I gotta go and get.
Nerdy says he's got more receipts about this. I believe him. I definitely believe Nerdy. And you know who else believes him? They do. They watch it all. They watch it all. If we really don't think a few of those people are not watching this live right now, you've got to be crazy. You've got to be crazy. They're all complete shitheads. Scumbags. This was because this was some thing. I want to roll back to not so much the butt sex. So if you don't know, the mannequin did sue Perez Hilton, and if you read the court filing, I'm not even trying to be funny, he is talking about them having butt sex. Seriously. Okay, so let's put that to the side. I told you, fangirls, it'd be hard. It's gonna be hard it's gonna be hard to defend this shit at some point. You defend the butt sex. You defend the butt sex. Somebody shit the dick. Who shit the dick? Who shit on the dick? Somebody did. Somebody shit the dick. There was butt sex. It smells like poo-poo. If you look at poop emojis in the chat, poop emojis. But, needless to say, and moving along the butt sex, this guy is talking about one day, it's like you're covering Perez in this horrible, tragic event, which was real on his behalf. That guy's been around the internet forever. It sucked. I went against all advice not to watch the video. I'm nosy and I watched it. Man, that was hard to watch. Perez Hilton's been around the internet for decades. Hard to watch. Very hard to watch. Ask Noel. I couldn't do it. It took me twice. But you're covering this, and you say the weirdest shit. If I ever decide to do this, it would be like this. What would make you think that? What would make you think that? So the light bulb, it was already spinning. It was already spinning. And then after, we get this tweet. Oh, Larry, this and that. It is that this is the most like scumbag. And then on top of that, report Hella's channel. Why is that? Let's keep it factual and real. You know why? Because Hella has a whole shitload of thumbnails with Magnolia on them. Name in the title. They can't stand, they really, really can't stand Hella, me, or Nerdy. It's not that we're huge channels, right? It's not that we're big channels. But we're channels with established followings that can generate enough views for awareness, and they hate that. They really hate that. It really bothers them. And you've already seen them in real time at CrimeCon how they really feel about Hella and her co-host. You've seen it in real time. To attack her channel on some bullshit. I saw one of these idiot fangirls trying to call the Australian police, this and that. I know you fangirls watch the show. So for you in the back, for you in the back, all of you are not stupid. All of you are not stupid. Matter of fact, some of you are very smart. Some of you are so smart you're dangerous. I see what you do on X. I see what you do. You're not dumb. I just can't figure it out. It's crazy because a lot of y'all are like women. Why not be like a strong, independent woman, an independent thinker? Why be forced to just go with like shit that you know is not right? Why like appease somebody and you know it's fraudulent? It's weird to me, man. I'm sorry, but it's weird to me. This has been out of control, fake, fraudulent. It's weird. And I cannot wait for Larry to show his face. It's pouring here now. Oh. It wasn't even true. Yep. General Junabi. Thank you. Pink Post GOAT trophy. Oh, you know about that? How'd you see that? How'd you know that? Are you just saying that? I do have one for you. Here, look, GOAT. Were you just saying that? Kelly from Cali. I'm fed up with the bullshit. No empathy. I'm sick of the lies and the bullshit. White boy sent my wifey photos to contradict what's being posted about Larry by JLR. Hot mic moment, said from the beginning. So last I checked, and I didn't even check before I went live, was the being manipulated post. as if somehow, thank you, Georgia Girl 2005, 10 gifted memberships. If you got one, please give her a thank you. I really, really appreciate that so much. Mannequin created a monster with Ted. Women fell over and got attention. Con man had to take back the attention. He couldn't have someone taking his attention. A narcissist always needs the attention. So that's such a true comment.
So, JLR has been posting information about Ted, Larry, whatever his name is, and the situation. He's been posting pictures of like the police that were supposed to be outside of Larry's house and everything else. However, the house that JLR's, God damn it.
Say it loud, babe. Say it loud. Go
The
ahead.
house that he's posting is not Larry's house, and the police that are posted in the picture are not police from the township that Larry lives in. So the patch on the policeman's uniform, how it has the township, it's not the correct township for Larry. So it's the wrong color house, and it's not the correct police. So what I'm saying is I'm being told that that person is posting pictures of shit that's not true. So Larry didn't really call the cops, I guess, from his house.
Well, it's even deeper than that.
And I can show it.
So if you didn't hear what Noelle said, apparently the mannequin has posted, the back pedal is real. He's posted, he's saying that, trying to post police and stuff with Larry, this and that. It's the wrong township. Of course, send it to my Twitter, please. So it gets deeper than that, and that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit before I drop the link for Wayne. Here's the thing, people. How did I know this was bullshit off the top? Why would I call hospitals, right? And I call it a shitload too, right? And he was at none of them. At some point, I'm calling and I know it's bullshit. So let's pretend we don't have any of this information that we know now, right? I'm going to explain to you how I knew, and I could stand on it, right? So first and foremost, if we could remember, if this happens, at the very minimum, we're not going to see Larry live for at least 4 days. 4 days, right? And so far, he's doing that, but let's take it a step further. Hung himself. Well,
Oh no, he's gonna have one
we're gonna see some marks on the old neck piece. We're gonna see some old marks on the neck piece. Where's the hospital bracelet? Where's the hospital bracelet? Can we get a hospital bracelet? But it's even deeper than that. So the night that this was posted on Twitter, Larry was in somebody's chat. Also, he's retweeting what the mannequin is saying. People, so I never tried to harm myself ever, right? But when I was in deep addiction, deep addiction,
did when we were kids.
I came to a point where I burnt every possible bridge that there could be, and unfortunately, I went to the intake place. I just went there, and I hit the buzzer, and I said, "Hey, man, I'm down and out. I'm doing bad. I'm not right mentally, and I want to check myself in." Unfortunately, this country has a massive mental health crisis. Just turn the news on any day. Read it. Read the newspaper any day. They say, nope, we can't do nothing for you. But, go spend 40 grand to go to rehab. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about deep addiction. So, there is a loophole where if you hit the buzzer and you tell them this and they turn you away, there's something that you can say that they cannot turn you away. I had nowhere to go. I'm basically homeless. And I've done this probably twice from addiction. I said, no, 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 no. I'm gonna hurt myself. Oh, well, we have a bed open. All of a sudden, I have a bed open. Is it right that I did that? Hey, you can argue it, but maybe the bigger argument is there's a massive mental health issue in this country. And so, what do you know? I'm going in the room. No, nothing. You get nothing. No belt buckle. Nothing. You definitely don't get a phone. None. They got a phone you can call, but you don't get to call out of state numbers. Larry lives over here. How is Alex telling people he's okay? How? You can't text him. You can't call him. How's he in communication with Mannequin?
That they would know is I think it's after 2 days you're allowed to have visitors, but the babysitters are taking notes the entire time.
It doesn't work like that. And if you think that Larry, Larry did, I don't know if he does or not, but I highly doubt he memorizes anybody's number except very important people in his life, just like any of you or myself. There's only a few of us that it's not like back in the day where you had to memorize people's numbers. It's in your phone. So all this is fraudulent. All this is fraudulent off face value. You have all these people giving updates and this and that. It doesn't go like that. So first off, first off, if he went to a hospital, he'd be in there until they transferred him to a psych ward, to a mental health place, and then he'd go through that process where they strip him, and then you're just in a detox place. And it doesn't go like that. I've had to do this a couple times, and I've also had to Baker Act a few different people. Right? I had to Baker Act my brother once. He hated me for years for it. I had to set him up. I had to set him up. I had to get him wait because I know when he starts, getting on it, I know what will lead to that. I know if we can't fix this now, there's going to be a prison bid coming. So I had to get him all fucked up on a back porch one time, literally pouring him shots, doing shit with them, right? And then sliding around calling the cops because I know the cheat code. Hey man, this guy's over here trying to hurt himself. The cops pull up, this and that, and I remember him being in cuffs, and I'm scared too. I don't know if he's gonna swing on the cops or not. So I remember him looking me in the eyes, and he was like, "You did this. You did this to me. You did this." And I was like, "Yeah, I did." And then he hated me for it, but then got his life together and thanked me for it. I've dealt with this so many different times with myself, with different people in different locations, and it's all the same exact. It's the same format, no matter where you are, no matter what. You're not when you are. And what happens is, in these situations, they hold you, and you're on a psychiatric hold. There's no bond. You can't walk out. The only way your way out of there is speaking to a psychiatrist, and it's a 3-day minimum thing. Let me ask you guys real fast, because I didn't even think about this. What night was this said? What night was this said? What night was this? Because now that I'm thinking about it, was it Wednesday?
The night that President did his thing.
Tuesday night. All right. Tuesday night. Okay. So, Tuesday night. So, you can see the psychiatrist. It could be the next day. It's usually a couple days, at least 2. But you have to sit there for minimum 3 days. Minimum. Absolute minimum, right? Florida, and talking about this with what I'm talking about and how I've had to go through this. I don't know if it happened or not. Babe, do you remember they try to amend this from people?
It was 3 to 4 days, depending on the situation. If it was seriously bad, it could be up to 5 to 7.
They could hold you for 30 days, 6 months, whatever.
Right.
No, not that. The whole process of them turning people away that in deep addiction.
Because people were coming in.
And the Baker Act thing in Florida.
It to their
Yeah.
advantage because they can't let you go into a full detox culture.
Right.
They have to give you something, and you don't want to get sick, so they were taking advantage.
So
People
Florida,
also are getting blacklisted from hospitals for going in
Yeah.
med seeking.
so Florida was trying to amend this to make it better. It didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere because I know because I just had to help a family friend in this exact situation, and they didn't Baker Act him, but he got Marchman acted, and he's in there for 2 weeks on a psychiatric hold.
Right.
It was all a setup. Of course it was. In Texas, it's a 5150. Yeah, it's just I'll never forget that place too. I remember
I
being
think it depends on the severity of the situation and what state you're in.
Yeah.
As far as the phone's concerned, because I've never known of anybody to be able to have a cell phone in a room with them. They were only allowed to use like the wall phone, like I'm in jail. Huh. But people in the chat are saying that they had cell phones in their facility with them when they were in for whatever reason.
on a psychiatric hold or the hospital.
I was there after an OD and
I was there
breakdown,
after an
and I had
OD
a kid
breakdown.
with me.
You're in a hospital or you're in a psychiatric ward?
Oh,
So
for those
so I
that
was there and I'm not trying to be funny. There was a dude talking to his hand, full conversation to his hand. I'm just watching it like full conversation with the hand. He was talking to the hand like it was his girlfriend. It was getting out of control. I had another lady.
Once and I hit on a bar stool. That's a true story.
There's another lady. I don't. I'm not trying to be funny. She kept like there was a bench there, and she kept like wiping her ass with the bench. She would sit and then do a slide. It was like a dog that took a shit and then had a little bit of a turd hanging out, and then rubbed its anus on the grass a little bit. She was doing that with pants on the bench, and then sliding towards me. So I got up. I'm like, hey, you can have it. And then there was a lot of weird things happening in the psych ward. I'll never forget that experience for the life of me. But it was a little bit. Hey man, mental health. It is what it is. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but it was a wake up call for sure. Hey, it's time to get your shit together. So took me a couple tries. Not everybody gets it done on their first try, but yeah, I don't know if you've ever had your phone on a psychiatric hold. Man, you got super lucky. I've never seen that. I'm just telling you what happened. And then at some point you have to entertain yourself. You know how I am. I'll keep a straight face. I would talk.
Did you answer back for his hand? Hello.
I talked to the dude with his hand. I tried to say like, who you talking to and whatever, but he would look at me like I was crazy.
Like, don't you see my hand right here? Hello. Aw.
I gotta agree with that 502. I've had to, unfortunately, I've had to go through this a few times, and I've never had a phone, and I've never seen anybody with a phone. Now, I will say there was a wall phone where you could make local calls to call your family,
You have wall phones and
but there's no
hospital
you
phones
can't even call
in
out of
certain
county.
rooms.
So they're not paying long distance. Come on, people. So this guy, he's not even. You get the news that he's supposedly in there, and then he's calling out of state. Come on, this is out of control. You're not retweeting, none of that. Ain't none of that. And so so let's pretend, right? Let's say that we're all fangirls. So Tuesday night, somebody said, right? you sit in there, you sit in there. What depending to see the psychiatrist, it could be the next day, it could be a few days. And where I was is
I have no idea how that works, except for when my friend was in there.
You know what? I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
From,
I'm gonna call the psych ward that I was at. I'm gonna call New Horizons,
oh my god, you're gonna call New Horizons?
and I'm gonna ask. Fuck it, why not?
Call Savannah.
Let's do this real fast. I want to get to the bottom of this.
Call Savannah's too.
Is it still New Horizons?
Yeah, you might as well call both.
Hold on.
See if it's the same protocol.
Hold on a second, guys. We're doing this. We're doing this. I don't know what the fuck I could actually ask them about this, but maybe they'll tell me. Here we go. Closed.
Just so that, well, you know somebody that is
Minnesota.
that may be coming, and that they want to know what to bring, if they should bring.
Yeah, I
if
got
they
it.
should bring their
it.
phone or anything.
Here we go.
Thank you for calling New Horizons Fort Pierce South Adult Outpatient Office. If this is a medical emergency, please hang up and call 911. If this is a mental health emergency, press 1 now. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you're calling after hours, please press 9 to leave a message. If you know your party's extension, press 2. For medication issues, press 3. For billing or insurance, press 4. To speak with an outpatient service representative, press 5. To repeat this menu, press the pound key.
Such a good comment right here. Where'd that go? Right there.
Thank you for calling New Horizons Midway Adult Outpatient Office. If this is a medical emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If this is a mental health emergency, please hang up and dial 772-468-3909. If you would like us to return your call, please leave your first and last name, a contact number, and the reason for your call after the tone. We will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you for choosing New Horizons.
What's the other one, babe? What's that other one?
Savannah's.
Is that a psych ward? Or not? Is that a loony bin?
Yeah.
But isn't that a
It's
hospital?
everything.
All right, hold on. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna. Why am I doing a Florida one here? Minnesota. Minnesota.
Mental health facility.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Right here. So.
Hi, thank you for calling Minnesota Mental Health Clinic. If this is a medical or mental health emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you are a new client looking to schedule your first appointment, please press 1. If you are an existing client, press 2. For billing questions, please press 3. If you are a referral partner for Dakota County, Hennepin County, or RSC to men who are calling to schedule a client appointment, please press 4. If you are a vendor, community partner, or have a general business inquiry, please press 5. If you would like to send us a fax, please dial. Thank you for calling Intake Department. Please hold for the next
Bam.
available agent. Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Minnesota Mental Health. This is Bobby Joe. How can I help you?
Hey, how you doing today? I had a question. I just got a call from my mom. My cousin Larry, I think they took him off. They must have Baker acted him or something. They must have Baker acted him because my mom was telling me about it, and she was a little bit frantic. And I don't know where he went or where they would even take him for that. Is that? Do you guys? Is that something that your location does?
I'm sorry, I don't think my phone line's a little bit fuzzy. Your cousin Larry, what happened?
So he was Baker acted, my cousin Larry, and my mom called me, and
I'm sorry, Bankerect?
he was Baker acted. Baker acted.
Baker acted?
Yeah. Like,
I don't know what it means to Baker act somebody.
oh, so my aunt went to the courts, because he was having, he was having some issues, and she was afraid that he might harm himself, and they came and got him, and I was just trying to see like what facility he may be at. Is that you guys' facility?
Got you. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. We are outpatient only, and
Oh.
just for like talk therapy and psychiatry.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
do you know what where that would be? Like what location? What's the name of it? Where I can call?
I mean, did they take him to a hospital?
I'm not. I'm sure that's where he went, but because of the situation, I'm sure that he got transferred to a loony bin or something like that. But I was just, I basically wanted to know, like, would he have access to his cell phone? Can he call me?
I don't know, friend. I would try calling him and seeing if he can answer. Otherwise, I don't know who they are, who took him, or I.
What a fucking moron! I don't know. I don't know how they do things in Minnesota. Did you know what Baker Act means or Mark? Well, holy shit!
Different things in different places.
Holy
That's
shit!
what I told you.
What do they call it in Minnesota? Somebody called. Is this somebody? Who is this, babe? So what do they call it in Minnesota if that happens? 5150. That's like I thought that was like an internet. That's like an old like 420 for the police and stuff. 5150. Is that for real? Don't have any idea. Okay, wait. So you never heard of Baker Act? Really? Gotcha. Really? All right. That's like a thing down here. So Baker Act. Really? Okay. So I'll explain this. So where I'm from, right? There's two things that can be done. Okay. Okay, so I was explaining like when I was in deep addiction and me going to the place, right? That's just what it is. That there's no turn. So the situation I explained with my brother, he didn't want to get help. He didn't want. Okay, so a Baker Act is where you call the police, right? And explain the situation, and so the sheriff's office has a special unit. It's like a mental health unit. They'll come, they'll respond, they'll put the old platinum bracelets on you, but you're not going to jail. You go to a hospital, and then they put you to the. I'm saying loony bin, people. I'm not trying to be funny or disrespectful or make fun of anybody. I just don't know what the specific name is, right? So they'll bring you to the hospital, talk to a doctor, whatever, and then you go to the loony bin. But you're not going to get charged. You're not going to be, in trouble. None of that, right? Well, normally now, if the police come to get you, and then you start breaking the law or swinging on them or you start doing dumb shit, they can charge you and they can take you to jail.
Hello?
But that's a Baker Act. Now we also have something called a Marchman's Act, which is something that you have to do through the courts, and it's kind of hard to do. It's not hard. You have to go through the courts. You get a lawyer. You go through the courts. You explain this mental health thing or addiction, and it's kind of like the judge will put a kind of like the judge will order a warrant, kind of, and it's the same thing. So that same sheriff's department mental health unit, by a judge's orders, will come get said person. Okay, same thing applies, assuming the person goes willingly and doesn't do anything or catch any charges during the process. There's a judge's orders to come take them. They go to the loony bin. Now, that's a little bit more serious. It holds more weight in a situation where you're trying to get help. Example. When every time that I've got, I told you I did it twice, right? I never stayed in a loony bin more than 3 days. I went, and the reason I asked what day did he say this, because so it's Friday right now. Let's just say that I did this on a Friday back in the day. I would be in there at least 5 days. You're not seeing the psychiatrist on Saturday, not seeing him on Sunday. Let's see that you get lucky enough to see him on Monday. He's gonna make you sit there for the 3 days. Okay, and then bam, you're out, right? But he, for Larry, we know this is all fake. But if at the very least, if he went on Tuesday night, and the next day, if he went Tuesday night, so I don't know how Minnesota works. But what I do know is he'd have a hospital ban. What I do know is he'd have people. I'm not even going to describe or get into people that use the rope. You can break your neck easy. This lie is so bad that come on, common sense. I don't know what to, I don't know. Give me the what do they call it in Minneapolis? I tried to call, but she doesn't know the terms I'm using. Psych hold. All right, I'll call again. Let's try it again. So let me just do it like this. Let's see if Google understands me. Minnesota loony bin. Came right up. Oh, there's actually a loony bin in St. Paul. Unreal. There's actually 2 loony bins in St. Paul. Can't make this shit up. That's the actual name of the business. You have the loony bin gloss genius and the loony bin massage therapy. All right, so Minnesota. Oh, let me do it like this. Where does someone go in Minnesota if they are trying to Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, somebody helped out. That helped. I was reading. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to try this last one, y'all. All I'm trying to do with these phone calls here is get confirmation about the phone. I know that this is bunk. And anybody who's been through this, and I saw some people in the chat have, y'all know this is the biggest lie ever. You don't get a phone. It's not how it works.
Thank you for calling Gettr St. Cloud Hospital. If you know the 5-digit extension of the person you wish to contact, please dial it now. For patient room number information, press 1. For billing questions or for education financial services, press 2. If you would like to request a copy of your medical records, press 3. For appointment setting questions, press 4. To repeat these options, press pound. All of the callers will be on the line for operator.
There we go.
Thank you for calling Gettr St. Cloud Hospital. This is Karina. How may I direct your call?
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How may I help you?
Hey, this is the mental health facility, correct?
You're calling to the main St. Cloud Hospital.
Oh, this is the main hospital. What? I'm trying to find the number for like the mental health facility. You know, I have my cousin. My cousin was my aunt brought my cousin to the you know, he was trying to harm himself, and I'm trying to get a hold of him. You know, and I don't know what facility he may be at.
Okay, can I have the patient's last name?
Oh, the last name. It's going to be Rodriguez.
First name?
Raul.
What is the first name?
Mario.
Yeah, I don't have anyone with that name here at
Oh.
the hospital.
But what's the facility though? That like what location do those what's people what location could I call to maybe see if they're there? This is the main hospital, right?
Yes, this is St. Cloud Hospital.
Well, let me ask you a question. In a situation where he was there on unfortunately, if something like that was to happen, he was trying to harm himself. Do they have like cell phones? Could he reach out to me? Do they take the cell phones? Does he have a cell phone?
Sure about it. Do you know what? Let me connect you with the empath unit
Who is it?
and see if he is there.
Okay.
Is that the mental health area in the hospital?
Yeah, that's what I was asking about. Yes.
Okay, let me transfer you that 1 second.
Raul and Mario. She still didn't catch it. We're getting warmer. We're getting warmer.
Empath unit, this is Sandra.
Sandra, hey, how you doing today? Is this the mental health unit?
What's that?
This is the
No, this is not. This is the empath unit.
the empath. Isn't that mental health?
It is, but it's not the inpatient unit.
Okay, so my cousin was trying to harm himself, and he was brought there, and my aunt was telling me about it, and I'm just trying to find if he's there. So this is he would be an inpatient, correct?
Possibly. I'm not on that unit, so I do not know.
Okay,
Can you talk to admissions?
Well, could I ask you this? If he was brought there under those circumstances, do they give would he have access to his cell phone or whatnot?
If he's in the emergency room, it's possible, but probably not if they've been transferred to a mental health unit. They would not have access to their cell phone.
Yeah, because he was trying to harm himself as well. I would imagine they take your belt buckle and your socks and stuff like that. So they don't give the cell phones.
Not on a mental health unit, no. No, those are locked. Those are locked in their belongings, and they would get them upon discharge.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bam! Minnesota confirming it. I knew it. Hold on, wifey said she got something. She sent something. No, I'm not gonna. I appreciate it, but he's not even in there. So using his name wouldn't even. He's. It wouldn't even matter. Of course. All right. So, what is this? Garlasco. It's common sense. I just wanted to get on the record, y'all. You know, look, I'm not. They're not going to tell you if a person's there. Yes, we're not asking if he's there. I never said his name. I know that he's not there. If you don't know this, okay, the chat's a little bit. If you don't know this, look, it's already been confirmed. It's already been sought out. It's already been debunked that he's not there. There's a text. If you don't have Twitter, well, you may be behind. It's already admitted in text that it was all a lie, this and that. And then after Nerdy Addict showed the receipts, he said he has more. And then after this was outed, we have been seeing a frantic set of tweets posted by Mannequin. They're desperately trying to cover their trails. I just wanted to prove the whole point of this was from the start, this was bullshit. Did not believe it. A lot of you did too. Here's the problem with it though, right? Here's the problem. If I knew this was bullshit, it's hard to come out and state the way that you feel. Because what if? What if you're wrong? This is a serious subject. It really is. What if you're wrong? You look like a big asshole. But my gut was telling me no. So I called. You can call any hospital, give somebody's name, ask for a room number, not a mental health facility, but a hospital, right? And they will tell you the room number, if they're there or not. This is the thing. I did that when I saw Hella getting reported all this. After so many freaking here's who I called. After so many calls, I knew this is bullshit. But again, it's hard to say it, right? There was just too many hints. The phone, all this stuff. Off my own experience, off my personal experience, and other experience, I knew this was shenanigans. It's still kind of hard, right? But that was 2 nights ago. Last night, this morning, Nerdy posted literal text receipt of Larry admitting to this was a sham. He didn't even know that it was posted about him, right? And then after Nerdy outed it, you see the Mannequin doubling back and trying to and desperately trying to make a narrative like, oh, Larry's getting manipulated, this and that. I just wanted to prove here through my personal experience, through other experience that I've had to deal with this. I know for a fact there's 0 phones. You could have a phone in a hospital. People, when you're talking about mental health facilities, it's not the hospital. It is hospital setting, but it's a different ball game. You could have a belt in the hospital if you have to be if you have to stay. You can have socks in the hospital wing if you have to stay. You can have these things. You're not having any of that in the loony bin. You're just not going to have it. You're not having those shoelaces. You're not having these things. You're not having these things. You got to go to a pre-op. You get your blood pressure. There's med calls. They're going to monitor you. You get a pillow with no pillowcase. You get nothing. But what you're not going to do is be retweeting text and stuff. So this is why I knew it was fraudulent. Just call the Minnesota hospital where they admit people. You don't have your phone. There's no phone. This is fraudulent. In the hospital that you do. I think there's confusion of the two things. You know? Yes, that's absolutely his name. Thank you, white boy, and everyone helping expose the scam. Absolutely. I feel bad what happened to you. this was all about trying to take Hella down. That shows that says a lot about Hella. This is a complete scam, people. Complete shit scam. All right, let me hit these comments real fast. Yeah, absolutely, cowboy. I'm not. Listen, no. I absolutely never thought any of this. I always thought this was complete fraudulent. This was always a lie. That's how I always thought. That's why when I saw Hella getting attacked, I called the hospitals. Again, with that said, even though I had a gut feeling, even though I'm calling the hospitals, I didn't call all of them, so I don't really know. It's still a lot to publicly come out and say total fraud, right? You can do it. You're going out on a limb, but matter of fact, I think I did say that a few times. It's a lot to say. Listen, it's very simple. I don't believe anything any of those assholes say. None of them. Nothing. So why would this change? It's way too convenient on the night that Perez has this thing happen, after the moron says, oh, if I ever did something like this, I would do it like this. Come on, man. Ted is a pushover. The mannequin's gonna absolutely light him up, use the shit out of him, and I'm gonna call it right now, because we've already spoke about this. There's gonna come a time where he's gonna cut him off completely. Larry is more afraid right now. He's sweating bullets. How do I get out of this? But there's too many people. He's gonna go live with nothing on his neck. This is kind of comical. He has to follow the lie, right? He has to follow the lie. He has to follow orders because he's a coward, right? But do you think Larry, the guy that we caught on a hot mic, asking my views are low, it's the end of the month, give me something to talk about? He is this guy probably wants to unalive himself because he can't go live and grift. He has to wait this lie out. He has to wait this lie out to follow. It's comical. He can't go live today, tomorrow. People are going to be all over him, right? So he's got to wait it out, and it's only hurting him. He can't grift. He can't make more GoFundMes. It's out of control. Speaking of, we have some clips of Larry real fast. I want to play these. Damn, do we have the clips? Thought I had them. Where'd they go? For fuck's sakes. No clips? Damn it, man. We don't have any clips. We have this. Speaking about mental health, I know a lot of you are seeking professional help right now because you have had to see this on X. What I would say is talk to somebody about it. I know that this can be, I know the feelings that you get when you see this picture, and just talk to somebody about it. Try to make smart decisions. I've also had these thoughts, and just, try to work through it, because this is, very disturbing, and nobody should have to endure ever opening their X and seeing this. I've had really crazy thoughts and things that, so I understand it, and just know that I'm here. You can email me, you can talk to me, you can call me. I'll work you through that. I understand what that is, and it's a lot. It's a lot, but we can get through this. So just, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Okay, Nerdy is being too empathetic to Larry. Larry is playing it nerdy. Mental health only deserves so much So, okay. Chad Daybell. So look, man, we're all a little bit different. I heard Nerdy. Nerdy is taking this, I think, from a recovery angle. We're all a little bit different, and for what it's worth, Nerdy did contact Ted. I think he's taking this a different angle, and there's nothing wrong with that. I understand what Nerdy's saying. I look at it a little bit different. It's fine. It's fine. That's what makes, that's what makes things, fine. Like I could have a different opinion than him. I don't have to. Neither one of us is. Nobody's taking orders. You'll never see a situation where I can't go live because I got to cover some live for X amount of days. And it's ridiculous. Yes, yeah, I was. I talked about that a little bit, Hella, because I was a little bit. I don't know. I know you're a little bit late coming in, or maybe you're not, because I'm not the best in the comments. But I got a little upset because I called Hella. I was telling her how pissed I was about this, and I told her, hey man, I'm gonna start calling hospitals. And I did, and people were, I don't know if they're questioning if I did or not. I think what it comes to, man, is when anything medical is talked about, everybody has different, things. That's fine, But it was, I was a little bit pissed because I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like, I'm only trying to help her. Like, why are people? It is what it is. No problem. It's bullshit. This was done because, look, man, if you want me to say the quiet part out loud, the dude, they conducted this lie, and Hella is the target of it. That says a lot. That says a lot. They conducted this crazy lie, and to incorporate Hella in it should make you ask questions. Why? Why do they want Hella gone so bad? Well, I don't know if it was they, but it was one person for sure, and that's because she's always talking about Magnolia. If you were a person who, if you were, I don't know, for hypothetically, allegedly, if you were, I don't know, let's see a random example here. If you were a wife beater, or I don't know, if there's like, body cam footage of you and people from Airbnb talking about you're a psycho and this and that, you want this lady up out of there. You want her you want her channel done with. Because if Hella goes, if Hella's erased, if she's canceled, all those thumbnails are gone. All those videos are off the internet. If you take a second after this live, do yourself a favor, people. Type in the mannequin. Not the mannequin, but you know who I'm talking about. Type the name in YouTube. Look underneath that. Like who pops up? What channels pop up? You'll understand why there was an attempt to erase her. I know I'm there. I know I pop up. But and I think it's safe to say that there was an attempt to silence me. I think we all witnessed it. Didn't we witness it? But I mean, think about that. But the craziest part about this thing, after the receipts come out, with Larry admitting that this was all a lie, he didn't even know. I don't feel sorry for Larry because I think this makes him a bigger piece of shit. Because it shows how much of a coward you really are. Bro, this was in the same night. That Perez Hilton situation is serious, people. That guy, that was a really hard thing to watch. And he really is, if you don't know, Perez Hilton really did have a come to Jesus moment. Not some fake Larry grift. He really did find Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it happened. You are a bigger piece of shit for not coming out and saying, hey, man, look, I don't know what people heard. This is not the truth. Here I am. Here I am. I'm okay. I'm okay. You're a bigger pussy for running with it. You have no balls. You're a straight coward. What kind of man does that? You're a straight weenie. Straight weenie. And you're gonna be, I cannot wait for you to get cut off. That dude is, I cannot wait for all of us to yet again be vindicated when he cuts you off. Because you're not gonna be name dropping him. You're not gonna be trying to attach yourself to him. It's gonna be over with. And you're gonna look stupid. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And you deserve it. You deserve every single bit of it. Facts. No balls, Ted. No balls, Ted. I'm not going away one bit. And they're only mad because they're jealous. I just wanted to throw that in there because that's all they say. He's going into pre-trial for exactly. What's up, Diane? What's up, Taz? What's up, Jen? So yeah, guys, look, I'm not even going to try to explain this anymore. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it, Mama. I saw Dolly jumping on this, trying to get it out there. You know, if you, so I'm gonna have drop the link for Wayne. I'm gonna say this one more time, man. This is very simple, people. I don't know. I'm looking at the chat, and I don't. This is very simple, guys. This thing, on the same night Perez Hilton had a manic episode, and for what it's worth, keep that guy in your prayers, because if you saw that video, his face may not be the same ever again. It was a hard video to watch. If for what it's worth, this guy, you know, he really did have an episode like this. Really did. You have that happened. It kind of broke the internet. Kind of went kind of viral. There is I challenged my sleuths in the chat. Matter of fact, let me give you the quote. I'm sorry, I want to give you the quote. So I got a text from a YouTube channel called YouTube Streets, and I've been on their panel a couple times. They've covered the mannequin a few times, but let me give you a quote. Here it is, right here. Here it is. When the mannequin was covering Perez Hilton last night, he said that God forbid if I ever do something like this. And when I heard that, it sounds like one day he's going to do something like this. God forbid if I ever do something like this. So this is something that he said in his live. And if you don't know, there's a lawsuit that the mannequin put on Perez Hilton because he was claiming that they had a relationship. There was a lot of butt sex, a whole lot of butt sex. Somebody shit the dick. I don't know who shit the dick or whatever, but there was butt sex, a lot of it, gift cards and scams. But the point is, when this was going down, beyond the butt sex they had, it's court documented. It's not my words, it's not my opinion. It's in court documents. But I'm just saying, as this is going down, he says, God, who? So what I did not do when I watched Perez Hilton, I couldn't watch that video. Ask my wife. It took me twice. But what I did not do is ever think about if, God forbid, I ever do this. I didn't think that. It didn't even cross my mind. Is that normal? Is that normal? Did any of you say that when you watched it? Is that normal? But at the same time, after saying that, there's this big elaborate lie about Larry fake unaliving himself. Y'all should know that much. It's been outed. There's receipts. There's text messages where Larry is admitting, he admits via text message that he didn't know this was even being posted. He was unaware of it. He's really not down with it. But he's in the text message, he's concerned about, how am I going to get out of this lie? He's trying to get ahead of it. Larry's worried about how he can get ahead of this. And for what it's worth, these same text messages that were outed were posted by the mannequin and then contorted to, oh my God, he's being manipulated. They're trying to manipulate him. Basically in the lines of, oh my God, these people are trying to manipulate him in his damaged state. Look, man, Larry is a grown-ass man. A grown-ass man. It's his own fault. It's so blatantly obvious with anybody with an IQ bigger than a gnat that what's happening here. What's happening here. But, you know, if you read the comments under that post, you have grown adults, people that look like this age or older, who are like, oh my God, I can't believe he's getting manipulated. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Wow. People, these are grown adults. These are grown adults. When I'm reading the comments and I'm like, this is fake. This is fake. This is fake. This is all fake. There's no way. There's absolutely no way that you believe this. It's wild. And that's what we're dealing with, people. Justice for Magnolia. Say it loud and say it proud. They want it canceled. They want it gone. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to see thumbnails. They don't want to see none of it. Alex, he really hasn't been with it. Update on that guy. He has not called the phone in a few days. I don't know if anybody contacted him. I could tell you, you guys already know what I did, but it's been a couple days since he's contacted the phone. The last time I was live, I got a couple private numbers call. No idea if it was him or not. In my opinion, I think it was him. I can't confirm that. But what I do have to share with you is 30 voicemails. 30 plus voicemails. So tonight, when this stream ends, I'm about to drop the link for Wayne here in a second. I'm going to put together a video. Because we're talking about mental health. I'm going to put together a video of 30 voicemails in a row. I'm going to crank up the volume as best I can edit it. And I want you guys to, when I let this thing go, I want you to listen to his voice. Y'all know Alex's voice. You know what he sounds like. I want you to emphasize on this weird, this change in his voice. I don't know what it is, but I know it's different. I know it doesn't sound normal. And I really want your feedback in the comments on that video as best as what your guess is. I know what mine is, and I'm going to stick with mental health. But I'm going to put together 30 plus voice. I'll show you. I'll show you. Hold on. Hold on. Here you go. Here you go. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Messages. Messages.
Here he is, right here.
799.
I haven't even heard these yet.
23. Saving message. Second, unheard.
I'll play one more. Here he is again.
2, 3.
Hey there, Cracker Barrel. Fucking neck got fucking ears on it, you fucking piece of shit. Acting like you think I'm scared of you. Can't wait to see you, to be honest with you. Mister, I'm gonna call the cops. Oh, fuck you, you bitch. You haven't bred.
Saving message. Sixth, unheard.
So I'm gonna put together all those for you. I haven't even heard any of those. This is just so you know. This is the first time I heard that. I literally had just been ignoring it. I'll give you about 30 in a row. Literally. All right, so I'm gonna drop what's up, Miss Rhonda? Let me hit some comments real fast. Wayne, I'm ready for you, man. Crimes, who's hiding behind it? Dummy. Let me see. I believe so. What's up, Nina? Jen, thank you. I should pin this comment. What's up, C-Sub? What's happening? It's interesting, Crimes. I'm glad that you brought that up. It's very interesting, you know. If we can just think back, you know. I'm just gonna take them for their. I'm actually, you know, gonna take them for their own word, right? You have, and this is just what we know, right? I'm not even gonna push back. I'm gonna take them for their own word. We have in 1 week, right? In 1 week, the people in front of Nancy Guthrie's, right? I'm just gonna believe them. We have somebody with this tragic news with Perez Hilton. Well, this is factual. Court documentation of butt sex. There's a court documentation between, you know, these people in front of Nancy Guthrie's house, Perez Hilton, butt sex in a relationship, butt sex. There's that. There's many different screenshots, and I just let you have a voicemail. There's all this stuff with this person in a deranged and crazy state of mind, calling everybody, right? There's that. And then we have a person who tried to take off himself. These are the people who are out there advocating for Nancy Guthrie. They're telling Pima County Sheriff's Office, those individuals, everything I just said, those are the people telling the Sheriff's Office that they have life all the way fucked up, that they're morons, that they're implicated. Now, these people are definitely in terrific mental state. You can take their word for what it's worth. They're like almost geniuses. And they're also telling Savannah Guthrie, that they have done more for her mother than she has. Keep in mind, in this last week, the same person who said that, their own daughter, is saying, Father is a scumbag. Father is a piece of shit, no good deadbeat, and off of his medication. I'm just taking them for what they say. This is what we're haters. But we're jealous. I mean, somebody make it make sense. For the love of Jesus. You can't. But you know what? There's a lot of people who believe this. A lot. What's up, Chai? Absolutely, Doug. All right, so what's up, my dude? My dude's in here. What's happening, Mama? Okay, I got there's 1,200 in here from what it says on my end, but StreamYard is always wrong. Can we get the like hit? What's happening, my dude? All right. I'm saying the math is not mathin'. My dude, it ain't mathin'. It damn sure ain't mathin'. I don't know where Badass is. He should be in the chat. Let me grab him. Let me text him. Hopefully he's available. Let's see where he's at. Wayne, where are you? Let's see. Badass, where you at? I do know that he said he may be having an issue with his internet. And if that's we could always have him call in. I just texted him, so we'll follow up on it. Hopefully nothing came out. If something came up, that's fine too. We can always do it. We can always postpone it. Pound the like. I fell asleep last night, guys. I know I said on Sunday or something like that, or the last time I was live, I know I said that I was gonna do the live on Thursday. I slept all day. I don't see he's not responding, but that's okay. Something may have happened. Something may have came up. It's life. It happens. 249 of the likes. He should be. He should be. See if he's live. Badass. I called him before I went live. He told me that he was having some issues with his internet, and I told him that if he needed to, he can call in. We'll give him some more. I'll see if he's live, but I told him that if he needs to, he can call in. And look, it's okay. Shit happens. Maybe something came up. Maybe the internet's messing with him. Don't know. Either which way, I have his receipts, and either which way he'll come up, and we'll get it done at some point. Whether it's today, tomorrow, the next day. Shout out to Badass. I'm gonna drop his link in the chat here.
Badass is in chat. Drop the thing.
Oh, he is here.
The
Okay.
link.
All right. Okay. He's here. Okay. All right, Badass. All right. So we're gonna switch topics a little bit. This is gonna be for my people. I've been speaking about this, and I debated a long time about doing this, but I think it's worth doing. Okay, so here we go. I'm kind of gonna give Badass the mic here, and let him tell a lot of this because, because he tried to tell me a long time ago, and Diana Salon, VF, man, you and me both. So we're gonna switch topics. For those, and this is for my people this is for people more or less that are active on X and YouTube, and I know there's a lot of you. And if you're not active on X and YouTube, you may remember this guy from earlier in this coverage where right before I was served, I guess the same time when I was served a protection order, you may remember the guy Chad was served one.
Yo, it's White Boy Love Radio, got the mic in my grip, dropping truth bombs while these cyber clowns trip, parodies in the mix, man, we ain't just a show, hunting down the tragedy pimps, letting them know, laughs and facts.
Damn it. Hold on. Wayne, call back. I fucking accidentally must have hit. Here we go. I'll call you. Here we go. Yeah, so this guy, Hey, sorry about that. It's okay. I figured as much. Is it raining where you're at?
What's that?
Is it raining by you?
No, not right now.
All right.
But I am sweating my nuts off.
It's okay. We can hear you loud and clear here. So we can do it like this. No problem. All right, Wayne. So I guess, man, take it from the top, man, for everybody. Just tell everybody about how you tried to warn me, and this, just have at it. The floor is yours.
Well, we'll go back to the start where we'll go back to like February, all right? At one time, and this is no diss to anybody, and I just may not have seen it, but as far as I could see, from the minute on February 1st when JR hopped that plane to go to Tucson, there was only two people riding his ass, which was Jeff Bezos, No Bezos, and myself. We were tweeting every 5 minutes at this guy. All right, and Chad, he used to go by the name Recovery Chad. Well, he started messaging us and kind of got in with us like that. I was never really friends with the guy, all right? A lot of the DMs that he sent me didn't make any sense. He really wasn't knowledgeable about JLR at all, but just like hopping on the train,
Yes.
As time went by, more people kind of started jumping on and stuff, And then, time goes by, they get my account suspended. Started jumping on. Like they try to do, which they did get it suspended. And what nobody knew is that even though my account was suspended and I couldn't post or DM or anything, I could still see everything. And now Jeff Bezos, he got his done at the same time too. They hit us both at the same time. They mass reported us to get our account suspended. Okay.
Yeah, I like Jeff Bezos.
Like I said, nobody could see, but I could see, and I caught Chad talking shit about me. It's like right away the two of us were gone. He tried to get in there and say stuff, and he was talking shit about me. So right then and there, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but my suspicions were kind of confirmed. That this guy really was kind of full of shit. But I didn't say anything, you know. I started the new account, Badass News, and got back to doing exactly what I was doing before. Posting every 5 minutes, posting the clips, trying to pound on him. Then the shit about Magnolia came out, and that's when it really picked. I shouldn't say shit. That's really not the right thing to say. You know, the information about him beating her to a pulp came out, and that's when it really picked up steam. And a lot of people kind of got back into hammering on him, you know, and getting things done. And he started this other thing. And then, you know, okay, let it go by. It's like I knew he didn't know shit, and I knew he didn't go way back because, like I said, half the information he was saying about JLR just didn't even make any sense. You know, it's like at least go to his Wikipedia page and at least get your information correct.
Right.
You know, and then, like I said, he talks shit. I heard from other people he was talking shit about people behind their backs and stuff. And then comes the old day where JLR, you know, dubs him the wrong guy. All right, where he thought that he was the one calling in on that phone call, you know, when he was in Tucson, which we know he was the wrong guy.
Right, because the guy,
right.
the guy that called ended up calling my, and I call my show, right?
Right, and before we went on your show, I DM'd you trying to catch it and say, hey, make sure you vet this guy before you go on because I think he's full of shit. Because one of the things, and I wish I had access to my laptop and on the camera right now so I could show you all the receipts, but there was private chats, okay, where he had said he did not get an RO. All right, he was informed about it, but he didn't get it. Now, it took about 3 weeks, I think, before he finally did get it, which, again, was another kind of lie. Because, first of all, the supposed cop, which he knew, came out to your house to question you, which you videotaped, but yet he didn't serve you with the RO. And then you're talking about your vacation, which ended up being a different week, but then you took your vacation, and all this other shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
None of it just made any sense. And I started hearing through the grapevine. Well, actually, let me go back to another thing, okay? So then he goes on. I'm trying to remember the sequence of events. I believe he went on Hella's first, then on My Girl Melly's, and then on yours. And all three of those shows that he went on, his story changed, okay? First it was JLR called, and then he emailed his boss. Then it was, JLR emailed, or JLR. First the call, then an email. Then it was the email, then the call. Then it was back to the call and then the email, okay? And then he starts the perpetual lie of a reporter called his work.
Yes.
Okay? Now, I believe I sent you that screenshot of the call log where this perpetual lie has been going on for a long time. Hey, motherfucker, it was me that called your boss, okay? Verify your story. When somebody talks shit like that, I verify. And I called. I never claimed to be a reporter. I said, hey, there's a guy on YouTube who says he called one of your employees with shit going on. Right there, his boss, which is a female, okay, says, I have no comment on it. I do not want to get in the middle of it. I said, okay, that's fair, and that's it. She did not, I think I sent you a screenshot of the other two. She did not tell me to get bent. She did not tell me to pound sand. It was like a 45-second conversation, okay? Never claimed to be a reporter or anything, okay? And he's perpetuated that lie for how many months now? Going on and on and on. All right?
Yes.
So then again, then I hear that the person, I don't know if she wants her name put out there in public, but the person that helped him try to get his YouTube channel going again started relaying some information to me about what he was doing and hearing about women and what he was doing with them, like asking for nudie pictures and stuff like that and treating them like shit.
Yes.
And I was like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. All right.
Now, wait, real fast, is this the woman who had the runoff, had the get off the internet because of
No.
okay.
No. This was somebody else that actually has a YouTube channel.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Yeah. The girl that you're talking about, no, she was helping him along with another female. Again, I don't know if they want their names out there. If they want to say who they were, that's fine with them, but I'm not going to say who it was.
Okay.
Okay? But there was two females that were helping him with his RO, with the defense of what he would say in court, okay?
Yes.
And one of them, he asked for nudie pictures and shit like that, and she completely left Twitter, as far as I can see. Just dropped out and hasn't spoke to anybody.
Right.
And I got this from who he was getting, who was helping him start his YouTube channel again,
Right.
which again is another one of his false lies. Well, I think you remember when he was on your channel, he said he hasn't uploaded a YouTube video in 15 years, right?
Yes, I'm going there right now. Go ahead, keep talking.
Go ahead and show that puppy what that skinny little bastard looks like.
All right, so
That's another lie, because that's what, 3 years old, under the name Recovery Chad, the good old geezer golf, him, his father, and his buddy Dave. So that's another one of his lies right there. And also where he told people he needed to get 1,000 subs so he could go live, which is another bullshit. We know that. You only have to sign up, and after 24 hours, no matter how many subs you are, you can start live streaming. He was trying to produce his channel there. He was looking to make money off YouTube right there.
right. Oh shit, where's this at? I know I got it. Give me 1 second.
All right, so we go back, and like I said, it took him about 3 weeks before he finally accepted the RO, which up until that point, I thought he was full of shit and never got it. Nerdy had showed me a little something about him getting it, so I backed off of him right there.
Now that's when
okay.
and that's when you called me, correct?
No, I told you before that.
Okay, all right.
All right, but once Nerdy said that to me, I backed off of him. It's like, okay, he did get it, it's for real, I'll back off there, all right? But at the time, I also did mention to Nerdy, do you know what he's doing to these women? And, you know, he's using this he also started a Discord, Justice for Magnolia, and he was using that as a dating app hitting on women. I had asked Nerdy, I said, hey, as part of that RO, does he have to keep his mouth shut about Magnolia? And he said, no, not at all. Well, in case you didn't notice, he pulled down his ex-header that said Justice for Magnolia and never said another thing again until after the RO was over and done with. Which, again, he didn't win shit. All right, JLR didn't show up because he was the wrong guy. He had no reason to show up. So Chad won by default. Default is not winning. That's the other person conceding. He goes and changes Twitter name to this and that, and it's just all that. You know, I believe I sent you the one video that I made where he was on Melly's live stream, which was, I believe, the second one, because I think he went on Hell first, then Melly, then yours.
Yeah.
Well, he was saying he had no idea how JLR found out who he was or anything, and he thinks he did a reverse image search of the gas pump. But yet he's telling somebody else, oh, I reeled them in like fish in a barrel. I sucked them in. It's like, come on, man. Which lie are you going to tell? You're a scared little pussy, or you sucked this guy in?
I had it. It took me a second. I had to get the YouTube video here. I thought I had it sent, but so on the screen, what I'm going to show here is. Okay, give you 1 second. That should be right. Okay, let me unmute it too so people can hear the voice. Okay, so if you got
shit, I got to X out of it. I can't watch what you're doing. I'm having a hell of a time with my phone and network.
Okay, let me.
So I can't watch and see what you're showing.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm just right now. What I'm doing is just playing the. So, back to I'm playing the golf video. So, this is a video so people can see. It's it says this was uploaded. So this says
I believe it's something in 2022, right?
yes, 2022. It's on. You can see that right there, and it says Middletown, Chad and Dave, 6 holes. But the point is, this is Chad here on the screen. Now, the reason that I'm showing this is because, well, this gets weird, people. Keep in mind.
Well, the significance of that video is that he lied and said he never posted anything or uploaded any YouTube videos in 15 years.
Correct.
That proves that he lied, that was a lie. Even though it's a very small lie, it builds into his pattern of lying.
Yes, and it also goes with something that he told me, which I'm going to get to after you get done speaking. But I want to play this just so people can verify that it's the voice and whatnot. Let me play this.
Oh, you can spot on tell that it's his voice. It's easy to spot. And I did download that whole video before he runs and deletes it after tonight. So, surprise, buddy, it doesn't matter. We got it.
That was a beauty.
Somewhere up there.
Yeah, somewhere up there. That was a beautiful straight shot.
There we go. That's a good still shot. Now, here's the thing, people. I'm going to continue that badass talk. What's weird is, well, I'll say my piece at the end. I don't want to fuck your train of thought up. So, I want, the reason I'm showing this, yes, it's a lie. He did lie. And there is a pattern here. We pay patterns and behaviors. We talk about this all the time. But there's a big pattern of nudie pictures, this and that. And, I just want people to understand, get a peep at this guy because there's weird things happening here. And, so I'm going to leave that there. But go ahead. So,
there's also another pattern to that video that I don't think I told you, is he also stole the name of the logo. If you look up Geezer Golf, there's a whole channel for that. So he went and stole that too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's comical. Okay, so
yeah.
What
he stole somebody else's name and image, image and logo, the font and all of that is all the same.
So you wanted me to
They have nothing to do with him because I emailed the guy. He didn't even know who the hell he was.
So you want me to play the one that he said, the reverse image one next, correct?
Yeah.
Let me do that, okay? So the reverse image one, we'll do that now. I'll also drop your link. You should drop it yourself. People sub up the badass. So this is going to be, here it is right here. Explain the context here, badass, if you could, real fast. I know you said it just to remind them.
I can't see what you're doing. That's the problem.
Okay,
but if it's about how he reversed image, again, he went on the shows, on the three-year shows, and said he had no clue how JR found him, and he assumed he was posted a picture one night of him getting gas with his tow truck, and he believes that JLR reversed image. Well, first of all, I wish I could reverse image that, and I don't know how you're going to reverse image the gas pump to get your name. And then he goes and he's posting that he reeled JLR in, that it wasn't, a dumb thing and, somebody could find him. He actually set a trap for JLR, okay? Now, let that sink in your head, okay? This guy who is a little skinny runt that's afraid of things.
Because the night before, I tweeted out a picture of my truck at a gas pump. He probably did
Gotcha.
a reverse search on that, and
Yes, I got what you're saying. Yeah. Damn, why is this not? I'm sharing the wrong screen. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, here is what I'm trying to share. Sorry about that. So here is the video that he's talking about. Sorry for being so slow, y'all. Why is this not sharing? Don't get it. Is it showing? It's showing Diva's on there.
And then not
Oh,
only
this is
that,
my bad.
And then not only
there's
that,
ways to find. I
there's
used to
ways to
repo,
find.
and there's
I
ways
used
to
to
look
repo,
people up
and
and
there's
find
ways
them.
to
It's
look
not
people
hard.
up and
I
find
used
them. It's not hard. I used.
Okay, that was the clip. So now I'm gonna share. You want me to share the next
Well,
one?
that's what I'm saying. If you look at that clip, I posted his tweet to Diva over the top of it, where he said he reeled them in.
Yes. I played it. I actually thought that I was sharing my ex because I was showing the Diva tweet, but it was actually exactly what you just said. So
Well, like I said, I have a couple other ones too. Like I said, 'cause I save everything, and I screenshotted his tweets where he said, he lured them in like shooting fish in a barrel.
right now so there's these lies, and how many people has any women told you about the nudes?
I know of 3.
You know of 3. Okay,
Yes.
we'll keep their names off because of many different reasons. What I wanted to clarify and ask you about is there was a point after the restraining order got dropped that that Molly Golightly wanted him on panel, and there was some chatter about a cock. There allegedly there was a cock or two. Now I'm not sure of the penis.
I
What
was
size
watching
it was.
that live at the time too.
So, in regards of the cock, to my understanding, it was a fraudulent cock. So what happened after the fraudulent cock?
So he started talking shit about Molly. Again, I have screenshots that were in a private group DM where he thoroughly admits that was him. I also have confirmation from somebody who he spoke to quite a bit, and at the time considered him a good friend, where he admitted that was him. Whether it was really his cock or not, I don't know. But he did do that. He did show a cock.
So, okay.
Because he was trying to get Molly. I have 5 different screenshots of that conversation, because I was the one that sent him to Molly's cousin Julie to give to Molly to let her know what Chad was saying about her. And he talked all kinds of trash about her. Whether you like her or not, that's up to you. Not you, Matt, but anybody that's listening.
Right.
Whether you like Molly or not, that's your own thing. But when somebody talks shit about somebody, I'm going to say something.
So, not only was there a cock, but when he got embarrassed, what happened?
He started talking shit.
And what was said about what was he planning to do because he was embarrassed about said cock?
Oh, he wanted to get Molly's channel taken down. He was claiming that Molly was in cahoots with the mannequin, and she was the mannequin's handler, and everything had to go through Molly.
So, people, as you can see, there's a lot of lies. There's people. There's a lot of women getting asked for nudes. There's a couple. Now, I'm not going to name drop some of these people because I haven't talked to them personally. I'm not going to but I do know behind the scenes there's a lot to this part of this live, and it's kind of hard to do. But we're not going to out people. If push comes to shove, I have to for some odd reason, but he's not going to push back against this because he knows. But the point is,
he hasn't yet either, because
yes,
it's been what, over a week now?
Yes,
maybe a little longer. When I called it, when he like, I kept my mouth shut for a long time, okay, for months here. I just sat back, and then when he started talking shit about you on that one live he did, which was just dumb luck that I caught it. I was bored. I watched everybody else's video. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning, so I clicked on his, and that's him. Had he had not done that, I'd have kept my mouth shut. And nobody probably would still know. But that's the thing, is he starts talking shit about everybody now. The people that helped him, the women that he did this shit to, and just a lot. Now he's into guns in the Second Amendment.
Yeah. I gotta respond real fast to. I don't know what Gene Barker and Joseph is saying, But in response to Gene Barker, actually, garbage is calling your friend and faking you take your life and running with some lie to the internet for clicks and views. Clowns, in response to that, well, all I have to say is Perez Hilton and butt sex. And that's about all I have to say to you. But yeah, so we have with the women, you have all this. There's a lot of people behind the scenes gossiping. You have what's weird is you have a theory that this is all about what?
He wanted, well, one, he wanted chicks. You know, he was looking to get a little vagina, and the second is all about being famous. I mean, I think I said to you before, and again, I wish I could show it, where after he went on your show, you go, oh, you're awesome. And he goes back, no, you're awesome. And he comes back and says, well, hey, I've only been part of this Brotherhood for like 72 hours, but I fucking love it.
Yep. And when you say he hasn't say anything, you've tweeted, we both have tweeted about this. We both have tweeted about this on X, and there's nothing from him.
I tweeted about it. I posted YouTube videos, and as far as I can see, there's not a peep out of them.
Now,
first of all, if somebody said shit about me, I don't care if it's true or not. I'm getting out and I'm defending my goddamn self.
Yes. So I have heard a rumor that he is now with the Fangirls. Now, this is somebody who had Justice for Magnolia in their banner, and I'll get to him being in love with Magnolia here shortly.
Yeah, he
thing.
definitely was in love. I got one about that too.
So here's what I know, Wayne, and let me know if I'm getting any of this wrong. So as far as people helped him with a restraining order, all I did was ever help that dude, give him a platform, let him say what he did. He would call me in the well many different times, which is fine. I don't care. But he was all worried about this thing and this and that. And it's crazy because he started, I kept hearing chatter of him talking shit. But what really got me mad is somebody was helping him with this. They helped him beat the protection order, and the way he was communicating with this person, you know, this person's married, has a man, and it's like weird requests for photos, complete disrespect for this woman's marriage. She does not have to do this. This is the time. She doesn't have to help this guy, and it's crazy that the utter disrespect to a married woman. And on top of that, I had a phone call with this guy, and again, he was very nervous about this protection order, and I kept telling him, dude, you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about. Like, you're all in a different state, this and that, But in one of those phone calls, he tells me, well, I really didn't want to make a YouTube channel behind this. And I thought, like, what a weird comment. Like, why would someone say that? By all means, anybody can make a YouTube channel. But, I mean, why would you say it like that? And, then come to find out, he's doing all these lives and stuff. So it does. Maybe you can call that fame and vagina. I definitely think he was trying to get vagina with all the women who have came out, but it was just a very weird comment that stood out to me. And I called him and I tried to tell this dude, hey man, stop with this behavior. But he didn't. And he deleted his old account, which I can't access the screenshots on, but he ended up...
Well, he claims that it was hacked.
Huh.
You're talking about his X account, right?
Yes. Yeah,
he claims it was hacked.
So he ends up giving me one of those, like, those referral hit this link and we'll get $10 each. You know, one of those refer links. So what I sent him back was a screenshot of him talking shit about me to another person, and I didn't hear about it. But that's not all. That's just little chatter. What's very weird is he claims that he was speaking with Magnolia, which I don't know if he did, if he didn't, who knows. But what is go ahead.
There was on the day that he beat the RO, again, he didn't beat it. The day he won by default, okay, Nerdy had sent me a screenshot of his laptop, of Chad's laptop, and there was like a DM in the background from Magnolia, okay? He's like, hey, you really want to piss off the mannequin? Post this with like, hey, look who, she's talking. So I did, and right away he DMs me, and he demands me to delete it because I'm putting Magnolia's life in danger. Here comes Mr. Knight with shining armor.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I said, hey, Nerdy asked me to post. He's like, well, do everything Nerdy tells you. And then he goes and deletes the messages and didn't say another damn word to me.
Really? So I heard.
Yeah.
I heard that he said he was in contact with Magnolia, but it went from contact with Magnolia to he was in love with Magnolia, which I thought to be very weird. And he also. One second. You bought Alex these panties and you smelled them.
Don't be surprised if he starts popping up on those guys' lives.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it, because, well, that's what I'm getting at. I just wanted to tell this troll this real fast and put it on the screen for him. I wanted, so yeah, the whole Magnolia thing is weird, but another thing that was super weird is he called me and Noel a shitload of times, very scared about these this protection order. But then he's like, I'm gonna put one on the mannequin. I'm thinking like, what? And it just kept getting weird and weird and weird, and very weird.
In private group chats, he was claiming that he was going to be the one to take down the mannequin.
And he had the Justice for Magnolia and his banner, and he, like you said, he claims that account gets hacked. But this is somebody who, now at this very day is literally talking to people like this. I mean, how do you have an RO on you, and you became a fangirl? It's fucking weird. And
not only that, but like some of the biggest fangirls of the mannequin.
Really? So I don't. Which one? Like the one on the screen?
Like I said, I can't see, but are you showing the red dress?
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. If you go to his account, he's following her. He's following a couple other ones too.
It's very weird. I mean,
and they follow each other.
Really, very weird.
Yeah.
Man. And
And why would you have any reason to do that to begin with?
None.
I've never heard of anybody following their trolls or anything like that.
It's all.
And again, he's gone completely silent on any of this. There's nothing. It's all about guns and the Second Amendment. Like, oh, come and get me, I got guns. Which I don't even believe that either. Because the one that he posted is an obscure gun that nobody fucking has.
It's all this.
Must be a Minnesota thing.
It's all very weird. I don't know what happened to this guy. I don't know if he's just a fraud from the beginning, but I just couldn't stay quiet anymore. You called me a long time ago, and you told me about this. I remember Jeff Bezos. I think a lot of people in this chat followed him. Jeff Bezos was an awesome account. I remember that was a really good account, but I wish I kind of would have listened more, man. And it's not, and I don't, Wayne. It's not that I didn't believe the things that you were saying. I just, I don't have an answer.
Well, part of it was because I didn't actually have solid proof. Why you? Why did he go after you? Why did he go after you? And he had no real explanation except for I made these cartoons.
Huh.
You know,
Yeah.
where's my RO? All right, where is my restraining order from the mannequin? I feel a little left out and jealous that I haven't got one yet.
Well, we have this right here. They tried, but you handled it perfect. This is part of my fucking intro. This is all you right here.
Said, hey, these people are stalkers, and we have a big following saying, yeah, this guy's no good. He escaped a mental institute. He's trying to harm us. So I spent the last hour just posting all this guy's photos, all of his history, who he is, where he lives. JLR is going to local law enforcement in the morning. So if you go to my Twitter account, you'll see me and JLR.
They thought that by doing that, they would erase you. You would stop. You'd be out of here. And
well, I don't think what they realized, and I posted it before, and I don't know if anybody caught on, but right after they were saying that, I contacted Pasco County.
Oh, really?
I called the cops. The cops came to my house, and they watched the damn live and everything. That is exactly what you just showed, and exactly what the mannequin posted, too, for 4 hours. They sat here with me and watched.
Criminal Network is in the chat, so I just want to...
Oh, God, not this fat piece of shit again.
Yeah.
Go tighten your bra, jackass.
Yeah, he's fat and jobless, and he is saying a lot of nothing, but, he's...
Well, that's all he has to say is a bunch of nothing. The guy can't comprehend a sentence. He's been saying the same shit over and over again for, 185, 186 days. Where's Nancy? It's our right to sit out there and piss in front of her house and smoke weed. Dude, go get a fucking job.
Exactly. He's fat.
Go back to washing dishes, which is what you were doing when this first started. You got fired because you didn't show up because you were hanging out with JLR. You're nothing. You're nobody. You don't get music royalties. You're a wannabe JLR. Well, I shouldn't actually say that on this channel. I'm sorry about that. You're a wannabe mannequin. You're a big fat piece of shit that needs a bra. Go get a job. Give it up. You're not pressed. You have no right to be there. Give it up, dude. Can't you see what you're doing with your fake buddy there, Larry, trying to investigate this fake crap that they pulled on him? Come on. Give it up. Give it up. Go away. Go run back to your channel and talk shit.
He's a complete loser, and does he want to hit the link, or is he just going to talk crap? We'll give.
He won't hit the link. He's too much of a pussy. He'll sit there, talk shit, and run away, and then he'll go on his live and start talking shit where nobody really that comprehends what he says can listen.
He's saying, how afraid that I should be of a 60-year-old failed rapper. Definitely.
Excuse me. You want to know what's really funny about that? He's telling you he's gonna, all this tough talk from 3,000 fucking miles away. How tough does that make you, fat ass? You're talking about taking somebody on and kicking their ass from 3,000 miles away. I mean, come on. What are you, 12 fucking years old behind your iPad? Go up, dude.
This is what...
Real tough guys don't get on and say, I'm going to kick your ass. All right? They're silent but deadly. And when they see you, they kick your ass. They don't talk shit about from 3,000 miles away. Go fuck off.
Alex is a loser. All right, man. I'm going to just add a little bit more to what you said. I appreciate it. Please drop your link in chat, badass. Please drop it.
What? If you want, yeah, I can check, because I can't get on.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on with my dumbass phone and network, but I cannot do two things at one time for some reason, and it's pissing me off.
Okay, I got it. I'm gonna just add a little bit more about the fraud, Chad. Just kind of wrap it up. Tell people, kind of explain how this is kind of hard to do. with not releasing names and whatnot. But that's pretty much. That's it. I want to roast this idiot.
Well, again, it has been verified from 3 other people.
Yes.
That he was asking for nudie pictures about their tattoos, saying disgusting things. He started a Discord under the Justice for Magnolia name, and it was nothing about hitting on chicks.
Correct.
And again, I won't mention names because I don't know if he wants it mentioned. But again, go to his channel. He did a live stream about domestic violence, trying to counsel somebody like he was a domestic violence counselor. Where the fuck do you get that from, dude?
Wow.
You know, I know that I know that was a play too. Which again, I'm friends with this person, and I asked them at the time that they were going to do that stream. Hey, did he ask you for pictures? And her reply was no. Had she had answered yes, I'd have blown up right there and it said some of this stuff. Right. But again, I believe that was part of that play too.
100%.
What makes a tow truck driver a domestic violence counselor?
Did you actually found me?
I have no idea.
I have no answer for that either.
I do.
Other than the fact, which again, he had an ulterior motive. And again,
yes.
He has not said a word about any of this.
No, all he's done
if
is...
If it was me, I don't care if it was true or not, just like with Ted. Well, again, Ted really hasn't said anything either, because I don't believe that's him making any... That video was fake. He never tried to off himself. He might have tried to, shit his pants out, but he never tried to blow his brains out. I really think that the mannequin has control of his social media, but
very possible.
You would say something. He has not said one thing in his defense.
No, he hasn't.
But he's gone and followed the head heifers of the cult. This doesn't make any sense, man.
It doesn't, man. He's a complete fraud. All of them.
And again, on top of that, he's talking shit about everybody behind their back. Not to keep it again, but to go back to the clip that I first caught of him talking shit about you. All right, he's saying how he would have handled things differently in court. Okay, we know that judge treated you like a piece of shit. Plain and simple, she treated you like a piece of shit. He never had to handle anything in court because he won by default. So how would you handle it different? And second of all, why are you going to talk shit like that 2 fucking months later?
Yeah, I know that.
If you had something to say, why didn't you open your fat fucking mouth at the time? Not at 1 o'clock in the morning when 20 people are watching you.
Exactly.
2 months later. If that's not if talking shit about somebody 2 months later is not a backstab, I don't know what is, man.
And it's crazy. All I ever did is try to help that dude, man. That's it,
And that's the thing. Like I said, information that I got from other people was the same thing. People trying to help this guy, whether it was with the restraining.
That's it. That's it. That's it. And please tell me that what I just said. Tell me that what I just said was gay. Go ahead. Butt sex with Perez Hilton. Butt sex. Somebody shit the dick. Somebody had brown stains in the front of their underwear. In the front. And it wasn't me. Butt sex. Badass is awesome. Please subscribe to his channel. He's the man. I appreciate him. And real fast, ending on Chad. We love that. Had Badass on many times in the past and probably will many times in the future. About Chad, didn't want to do this. It was a hard live to do. Not really. But he did try to tell me a long time ago, and I did not listen. And he's right, sure. He's going to say that on the receipts and stuff, and he has a point. But what more importantly is I should have listened. There's a lot of people that I'm not, a lot of people when it comes to Chad that I'm not going to put their name into things. But there's a lot of you in the know that already know this and maybe know who these people are. I already know what's happening over there on X. There's a lot of women who got asked for weird photos. People were helping this dude fight. People were helping this dude fight his stuff, knowing that people were married, asking for weird pictures. The spitefulness with Molly Golightly, there's cocks everywhere, and then like to say that, why would your go-to be, you know what, Molly embarrassed me, I'm gonna start a rumor that she's in working with the mannequin. Like, why would you do that? For what it's worth, Molly has done pretty good awareness in the situation. She might be a little bit more dramatic and stuff. Some people may not like her. Some people may whatever. But what you can't say is that part. That's not true. For fuck's sakes, Molly's had the dude's ex on a million times. So you can't do that. But because he's got his fifis hurt, and it's just weird, people. There's so much more I can go into detail, but I'm not, because not everybody wants everything out there. And I can understand that. I protect, and I respect people's privacy, or limits, should I say. But to claim that you're in love with Magnolia, to then becoming a fangirl, how does one do that? One does that because, like my wife said, dude just gonna go anywhere he can to fit in, and it's not anything about his intentions. He's gonna be asking this lady in the near future, can I see your crotch? I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I just threw up in my mouth. I just barfed in my mouth. But I mean, if we're keeping a track of patterns and behaviors here, it's coming. It's coming. And hey, to each his own. You can do what you want. You can follow who you want. You're all adults. We don't run shit like these people over here that we cover. Do what you want. Ain't no judgment. I'm just taking a segment of this live for awareness, because I should have took that advice. So I'm putting it out there. Do what you want with it. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm going to jump off, let Hella do her head. Red dress is White Lotus, who is Outer Banks. Ooh, who is BHB mod? That's interesting. So Jamie Unfilled is absolutely correct, because we know we know, so we can confirm Outer Banks. I did not know about. Yeah, I did know about White. Yes, I did. I wish I would have remembered White Lotus. You know what's funny? That red dress lady came in the chat last time, and I specifically said, no, I'm sorry, Outer Banks came in the chat, and I said, hit the link, hit the link, hit the link. They wouldn't hit the link. That's the only way to determine that you're not the red dress person. And they used to come in here. It's funny, they don't want to come in anymore because they know that we're on them. And if they ever do come in, please get a hold of my attention, because we will absolutely ask them to hit the link. That's interesting. He's claiming he has 911 calls in 90 minutes. Let them drop it. You see, the lies don't even make any sense. You see the text messages that Nerdy put out with Larry. Okay? You see this. And then the pushback on those messages, it doesn't even make sense. The narrative doesn't, they're manipulating. What? If you're reading the message, So they're trying so hard. So that when people are frantic like this is when they absolutely fumble the best. So let them put it out. Let them put it out. People are good. They'll scrub the metadata and all that from. Just let. This is going to get good because people are going to finally start to see what we've been saying for a long time, and just let them. He is feeling the heat. He absolutely is feeling the heat. Great comment. Jewels. I got jewels everywhere. Thank you. 640 jewels. Thank you, Nikki, again. Email address. That's a funny name. 440. Unk alert. Mic drop. Silver Star. 2 jewels. New member. Just love what you guys are doing to these losers that make money off of Nancy's cases. Diana. Thank you so much. I'm late on that. Thank you. Gold coin. Thank you, wifey. I wish I knew what these things meant. I gotta learn about it. All right, guys. I'm gonna let Hella and them have some airtime. I'm gonna jump off. Shout out to Wayne. Please subscribe to his channel. I'll post it again if you guys catch the rewind. I will post this link in the comments. Stay alert with this backpedal. Keep me informed on him trying to get out of this lie. They're gonna try some stunts. They are desperate. The heat is on. They know that they're busted. Anybody with a brain can put this together. But also, what I want people to do is when as these lies roll out, look at the comments and read them. And if you don't ask yourself, like, is this real? Are these people, like, this has to be fake? Are these people serious? Am I just feeling like that? I urge you to read. And please tell me how you feel about it, because that was how I felt. And Alex, I'll be putting together 30 plus voicemails. I don't know how long this is going to take me, but it will be my next video that I drop. I desperately ask you, please listen to it. Listen to the voice. Listen to the change in the voice. And all I'm asking you to do is leave in the comments what you think this change in his voice is. That's it. That's all I'm asking you to do. I'm not telling you what to say. And I just want you guys, I want to hear it from you. No problem. Much love. Until the next one, y'all. I'm out of here. They are so desperate. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at White Boy Radio Clips, and in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.